This was the week where the Trump of the tropics inspired his very own January 6th wannabe coup. Again, a Facebook radicalized coup without the backing of the military. In fact, just a bunch of dudes in green and yellow. Yes, this all happened in Brazil. We're talking about mass demonstrations, thousands of people outside of the capital, Brasilia, and the parliament there. It was a Sunday, so nobody was home, which again gives me a lot of vibes when like we used to protest the war on the weekends and we were like, man, this would have been way cooler if we were downtown and like Wall Street bros were trying to get to Wall Street, but they're not there. And so there's just like random tourists who are like, where is the Abercrombie and Fitch? And you're like, stop the war, anyway. But so yes, this was very much a replica of what happened on January 6th here in the United States. Couple of clips for you in case you missed it. Here is just a bunch of them beating up a cop on horseback. I'm sure that horse is fine. That's just great. That horse.
I thought that was a video of why the show Luck on HBO was canceled.
Is that about a horse?
Oh yeah, it was about some horses, and there was some like horse peril on set allegedly.
Horse peril. Oh my god, that's really funny. Justice for that horse. Like I feel like horses don't have. Anyway, the point is that's fucked up. Usually when I see mounted police, we do the like get those animals off those horses chants. But yes, that was one thing. Then here's a dude just holding the Constitution. That's fun. Okay, I didn't add that music, but that's dope. That's the Constitution. Sorry, and that is a man holding it up. So, 1,500 Bolsonaro supporters have been arrested, and their little insurrection has been cleared. Lula da Silva, the current president, has said that he will bring people to justice who were involved in this. And even Bolsonaro himself has said that this is not a way to protest, that these protests, this coup was illegal. However, he's also like, let's not be like the left was in 2013 and 2017. And in his tweet, he was basically like, stop this, but the left also does it. So
this is my problem. I think he's inciting it, right? With his subliminal messaging, because he's in Orlando now. And we all know that you only go to Disney World after you win a competition, right? So what he's signaling by going to Orlando is like, I'm the victor here. So you do what you will. I think it is. I think he's being disingenuous.
Absolutely. Right. He's walking around. They're like, yeah, I mean, that's exactly right. That's the kind of like victors go to Mar-a-Lago, only winners. That's what it says at the entrance of Mar-a-Lago, only winners. And he has been in Mar-a-Lago. He's been walking around Orlando. As Josh said, he's been eating KFC, which might be the reason why apparently he is now back in the hospital for some stomach issues. Which is like, yeah, dude, lay off the fast food when you're trying to avoid extradition.
Look, he's gonna end up returning to Brazil once he gets the American healthcare bills. He is not gonna want to stick around for that. There's no way he acquired coverage in those few days.
No, he's like, I literally can't stay here. He's going to become an ally in that. So Biden is, also put out a statement that said, we support Lula da Silva and the rightful winner of the election, which is good and a step in the right direction for a country that 50-50 lately on which coups in Latin America it's into and which coups is not into. If you're in Venezuela, neighboring Venezuela, they would be on the side of, Guaido, although less so now that they need a bunch of oil from Maduro. But this is, it's, to me, it's really chilling. It's funny, again, like January 6th was a little bit funny, but it's also really chilling because you see how deluded these folks are. Like that, we imagine the delusion of MAGA, and yeah, there's stupidity, but there's mostly delusion. There's mostly misinformation. And then you have Bolsonaro, and it's the same exact playbook. And in fact, he is meeting right now with Steve Bannon and Stephen Miller. The Steves are on the case to try to advise him on the way forward. And Steve Bannon's tweeting things like, the freedom fighters in Brazil and shit like this. And you're like, there is no way forward, man. You lost. You lost, and now you're in the hospital. Get your stomach fixed. Grab a kombucha. And also, you should be extradited back home. And for example, Joaquin Castro and other, I believe Ilhan Omar and other representatives are like, yeah, it's great that we support Lula da Silva and the rightful winner of this election, but what could we be doing to extradite someone who clearly incited a riot a la Trump here in this country, extradite him back to his country?
Yeah. I mean, it's really bizarre that he's just hanging out in Florida. And what gets to me the most is the people that the snobs that will be like, oh, actually this international coup, it's better than the American one. It's like ours is like the Steve Carell version of The Office. Theirs is like the Ricky Gervais
original
one. I just think it's gonna be, I just think it's gonna be snobbery.
Oh, yeah. First of all, I am a little bit of an Office snob, and I definitely think that ours is, if you're doing comparisons, ours is the British Office.
Our coup.
Our coup. But then again, our coup might have been longer than theirs, so
Oh, sure, yeah.
it might be more the
We don't know
American.
how many seasons this thing is gonna go on now that the Republicans are in control of the House.
Oh, yeah, it'll keep going. I mean, that's and this is the thing, I will be curious to see what kind of, whether or not people in the Brazilian parliament are as supportive of these kinds of coup mongers as people in our current government are. I mean, the reason, we sort of scratch our heads 2 years on why there hasn't been accountability for January 6th, and it's very obvious, and it's because you saw it this week. There is a faction of the Republican Party that absolutely aided and abetted, and they have the power. So you're not going to investigate yourself. This is the grand, yeah. We're all looking for the person who did this, but it's us. And, we're proudly in our hot dog suit. Here we are. We're going to be running the government in our hot dog suit and destroying the government from our hot dog suit. Meanwhile, asking, who the hell did this? So yeah, it's just over and over and over again. But I do think it is cute that the people who hate globalists, right? Steve Bannon, the globalists are taking over. How dare you? No, they fucking love globalism so long as it's authoritarian, violent, politically violent globalism. They like it in Hungary with Viktor Orban. They like it in Brazil. They like it in the Philippines. They like it anywhere, so long as it's not some kind of internationalism working together, EU type shit, green energy, anything
Right.
like that.
I mean, Jews, right? Which is
I.e. Jews,
it's
yes.
such a weird thing. Globalist is such a weird slur for Jews because it's like, I know Jews that won't even go 10 miles outside of New York City limits. It's like we're the least global people in so many ways.
That's very funny.
Yeah, I know. Look, I know some so-called globalists that you couldn't even get to go to Queens on the weekend.
Yeah. Globalists, my allergies. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, seriously.
The humidity in Brazil, really?
Absolutely.
Oh God. Well, so there you have it. There is also an image. We don't have it, but y'all need to know that there was an imitation of the QAnon shaman, but the Brazilian version. They had everything. They had everything. They had the QAnon. My question is, was there a woman with the piano key scarf crying, isn't it an insurrection? Wait, I think we have it. There we go. There he is.
Wow.
Ew. Obrigado. Sorry, that's all I speak of Portuguese.
I like that. Look, see, this is why our coup has the superior aesthetic value is
Oh
that
yeah?
this guy has tattoos. The other guy just painted his chest like he's going to a football game, right? He's not serious about
Totally.
that, about the coup or the Q.
He's not committed at all.
Yeah. That's
Um,
what I think. You get those tattoos or bust.
yeah, exactly. What are you two afraid? God, that is so funny. That is so. Oh, these guys are gonna do like a little
Commit.
meetup.
Yeah. Bro, oh, what was there a soccer match that I was unaware of?
I
Okay.
know. Well, what's so funny is that, and what's fucked up is that if you're a fan of the Brazilian soccer team, you can't really wear the colors anymore because they've now been co-opted by the Bolsonaros, the
Oh, I didn't know
Bolsonaristas,
that.
whatever. Yeah, which is weird. I mean, it makes sense, you know, it's a little bit like um what I feel when I go, I've gone to like a US men's soccer game and worn, I think I wore a red, white, and blue hat. It did say Bernie on it, so there was a little bit
Mhm.
of, but like it was back when it was 2016. But I was like, I would never wear red, white, and blue generally, you
Right.
know.
Well, it's such a loaded thing, right? To be like, look, this is just about the game. This isn't like a greater nationalism.
Right. Right, right,
These are
right.
just the colors of the team, right, on the field.
Exactly, exactly. No MAGA, hashtag no MAGA, you know, this is,
Mhm.
I support my country in this one
Right,
instance. Anyway,
we've gotta divorce the flag from the team. We gotta get them some just, general aesthetics. I'm from Boston. I'd wear Lakers colors. I think that would be a nice that purple and gold. That really pops.
but you can't or you can?
I'm saying I would, just
Y
because it gives a little distance from ultra nationalism through sports.
I like that, I like that. We should adopt all Lakers colors but you mean, like, USA, but it's just purple and gold.
Yeah, it
Um
means USA Sports, right?
What's going on, Frantifa? If you haven't already, subscribe to this channel right now. Hit that button. And also, you can become a patron and support the show every single week. Get access to bonus episodes and exclusive merchandise. Patreon.com/bitchuation room. Do it.